Narcissists are extreme individuals who put themselves first and foremost. They must constantly display their best performance. They can easily keep an eye on their environment and look for potential prey at all times. Even if you try to deny it, you'll have to concede their grandeur. They will definitely make sure of it for you. Never put down the narcissist in front of or to them if you don't want to provoke them. In addition, narcissists might get quite angry if you commend someone else, insisting that you should have praised them instead. Eventually, you'll regret what you said and have to apologize. Therefore, our current list of strategies here is guaranteed to drive narcissists crazy. But only those of you who are very sure you won't get wounded should keep on. If you're dealing with an annoying and poisonous narcissist, the advice below is for you. You should feel secure and assured before addressing the narcissist. These strategies work well with the manipulative but less violent narcissist variety. Extreme narcissists are more prone to get violent, hence these methods shouldn't be used with them. If that's the case, you need to avoid them completely. Please exercise extreme caution if you or someone you're with is at risk from a violent person. Given that we share the same understanding, we can proceed. So, now you know what will really get a narcissist worked up. To begin, you must be completely forthright. The truth is one of the few things that may actually enrage a self-destructive narcissist. Not going to sugarcoat the reality here. What this means is unfiltered honesty. Put your trust in me. I came from a background where narcissism was the norm in early childhood. Some of them I've dated, and some I've worked with. I now realize that the major reason they were so irritated with me was because I always say what's really going through my head. In a conversation with a narcissist, no one else can take a stand or express their views. If you were in their shoes, you'd feel comfortable, but you shouldn't. What's more, think about this amazing piece of information. 1,000 times more powerful than any falsehood is the truth, which has its own vibrating frequency. Another way of saying this is that the truth always wins out in the end. It's a near certainty that it will happen under the circumstances. Destructive narcissists find it very difficult to deal with those of us who are direct and truthful in our job. People are still quite uncomfortable in our presence, even when we aren't conversing, for reasons we can't even begin to fathom. Our field has come a long way since then in terms of accuracy. Narcissists, being sensitive to that frequency, experience excessive anxiety if it is even remotely contemplated. This could perhaps reveal their deceit, at the very least. That's why it's important to be really honest with yourself. This kind of honesty is alien to narcissists because they are so used to manipulating others. To improve their own self-esteem, narcissists often resort to deceiving those around them. They will likely leave once you stop telling them what they want to hear and start telling them the truth, things that no one else has the guts or bravery to express to their face. Most importantly, once they've cornered themselves, they can only go one way: out. In case you're having problems visualizing the possibilities inherent in the truth, let me reassure you, the truth is always good enough. Remember that constantly. In the second part, you should totally ignore them. Neglect is the best medicine for driving a destructive narcissist crazy. Narcissists believe they have the right to treat people with contempt, even though the targets have done nothing to deserve it. On the other hand, when the tables are turned, they frequently find themselves in anarchy. They can't find the words to adequately express it. This is a typical example of the double standard, in which one set of rules applies to you but not to me. A person who treats narcissists like absolute whos is driving them nuts, since you have absolutely no interest in them. Third, if a narcissist is constantly rejected, they will eventually reach rock bottom. One last problem is being exposed to the elements. Nothing is more humiliating for narcissists than having their lies publicly debunked. The good news is that both of these objectives are rather simple to accomplish. They need just be in plain sight. Their poisonous chatter, for example, could be easily decoded by you. Express yourself in a few succinct words, such as, "No need to tell me about that. It's none of my business." Possibly, you should keep that to yourself, after which you should be silent. By doing so, you have exposed their dubious dealings. There is no need for any more discussion at this time. You can also reveal their obvious incompetence or exaggeration, or call them out on their hidden aggressiveness. If you wanted to give an example, you could say, "How about that sneer you just gave me? Interesting. That makes me happy to hear." And at that point, silence yourself. Whatever happens, try not to lose your cool. As an alternative, you might choose to stay unseen while the narcissist continues to reveal their true nature. Asking them a direct question in front of other people that they can't truthfully answer can expose them and cause them embarrassment. Number 4. Inform them that they are under surveillance. Don't bother trying to explain, just demonstrate that disquiet is what you seek. Most significant is how you feel and how you exhibit yourself to the world. To do this successfully shows that you can read narcissists like a book. These words are guaranteed to send shivers down their spines. Seeing through their front and realizing how weak, incompetent, and inferior they are will be a devastating blow. That would be enough to drive the most narcissistic person insane. When a narcissist loses control, they become annoyed, and when their card is out, they become even more so. That's about all the news I'll have till next time. Since you've watched this far, thank you for your time and interest. I do hope you find the movie informative. Please share your experiences with narcissists in relationships if you have any. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to be notified whenever we upload new videos if you enjoyed this one and want to see more content like it in the future. I appreciate it.